Hello everyone, this is Terrence. Um, Today I wear my favorite shirt. This is Everything is Earned. And today I just want to share a little bit about motivation and tell you more about what motivates me and what can you do to motivate yourself. So first we need to know motivation consists of two parts, okay? First part is the external motivation, which is about you being motivated by your environment and by your friends. Environment, I mean by your friends, by your family, and by many different people that you hang out with, and also the environment you live in, okay? So imagine if you live in a penthouse and you hang out with millionaires that share investment tips, business starting tips, and stuff, and who would you become? You become super motivated. You always become rich because top five people you hang out with, that determines your net wealth and net worth. So today I just want to share a little bit about how do you get motivation. So let's talk about how do you get motivation from the external environment. Getting the motivation from external environment is about setting workspace correctly, cleaning up your workspace, and I was looking up an office yesterday. I was going up to pick up my friend from the airport, and I came back and looked up a few office. If you don't have a great space, I live in an apartment by the way, but you know, you need to buy an office, or if you're really serious, you need to get started on how do you invest in yourself? How do you grow your skills so that the market will want you and know more about the market? So that's the first thing I would do. Second thing I would do is to raise your social influence by hanging out with the right people, which is a good network. So what is a good network? A good network consists of people who are supporting you and people who are constantly wanting you to improve. So that's a definition of good network. And what you have to do is you have to constantly ask who are the people who would achieve my goals, like help me achieve my goals, or they already been there. So constantly ask that question. That helped me a lot. That's how I met my $25 million mentor who sold three companies, and he let his daughter to become CEO, and he's living in a penthouse. Very nice. And I'll send a podcast of our interview earlier on. So I was always trying to share value to you guys. So go like on the group, invite three members today. If you can, to ask your friend how do they improve themselves. And every day I post challenge in the group. So stay tuned. But get back to the topic. How do you motivate yourself? First, we talk about external, right? Changing environment, maybe get an office, hanging out with the right people so that you get the right motivation. And I always try to motivate my friend, and hopefully they get something. I always write a book and do crazy stuff in the business and guitar and stuff like that. So you always need to step that step to challenge yourself. That's why I said in the group post. And in our group, we motivate each other constantly. I post every day, so you can check that out. And the last thing I would say to motivate yourself is you need to create your own motivation, because motivation, everyone thinks it's great, like you get it on YouTube, but believe me, like, do you watch a same YouTube video on motivation that's 20 minutes long every day? You don't do that, and you need to create your own huge motivation creator. And first thing is in the morning, you need to motivate yourself with the biggest goal you can think of. That's why I do 10x your business, maybe getting your first sale, and or maybe like you're thinking of getting 10 clients every month when you don't have clients. Or if I have a client and I have a real estate portfolio, I would think of getting it to about 4 million. So that's the starting point. And you gotta go big or go home, right? Because when you start going big at the goals, people who are toxic and people who don't support you, they will be gone. They won't talk to you. And believe me, I had this before, and it's really good because people who are not ambitious, you don't want to hang out with them because they are weak and they don't let you reach your goal, okay? Because you have great potential here listening to this, and I believe you can do great things in the world. You just need a direction. So, if you want direction, join the group, and you know, get feed in for information because I'll keep boom, 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 putting in good stuff. So anyway, that's today's motivation section for today. I just cover a little bit about how can you become more motivated by changing your environment, changing the people you hang out with, and think of goals, massive goals in the morning and in the afternoon. This is extra bonus. At 2 or 3 p.m., you're like, oh man, I'm kind of out. I want to go out. And then just think of what you have accomplished today. What's one thing? Oh, I read that book, 2 chapters. I wrote that note, and I connected with that person. I wrote that email, follow up. What is that? Keep thinking of that. Keep thinking of the great things you did, and keep talking to yourself, telling yourself, I can do this. Because your mental setup. Next time we'll talk about how do you have a positive mindset to do that. So stay on tuned.